YouTube, what's the vibe? We live? Yeah, we live. What's good? Go check out Too Short. Too Short on Joe and Jada podcast.
In the 6 Club, man. Fire.
Alright.
Very recent. Come on, man. The fuck they talking about? We can't get money.
Too Short.
Ain't no aging out. And by the way, man, I made Blood Whistle when I was 40 years old. There's some more noise for that. Motherfucker. 40. Young whippersnappers.
40 years old. Look at Fat Joe. He looking crazy in the face. See? Like they telling motherfuckers they can't make it at an old age, and then turn around and say he was 40-something years old when he made lean all the way up. You know what I'm saying? So don't let nobody discourage you about your age. You know what I'm saying? Because they won't. Sometimes they be like, yo, they always just be down in hip hop because they be like, yo, you too old in age, but hip hop is the only genre they do that in. But then sometimes y'all do it to your own people. So don't let nobody distract you on about what age you should be doing something. You know what I'm saying? Because in New York, you will see the older people, 60s, 70s, and 80s, running, exercising, doing yoga, like biking, running, laying on the ground, playing with kids, just living their life as an activity at no age, just running in shape. You know what I'm saying? So age ain't really nothing. It's all about how you feel. And young is being active. Young is traveling. Young is seeing new things, new experiences. Old is doing the same thing. It ain't even about the age. The definition of old is doing the same shit, seeing the same shit, doing the same shit. That's old. New is doing new things, having a new shirt on, having a new haircut. You know what I'm saying? Get some new air fresheners for your crib. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So you always want to be in a young spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's good to keep kids around older people and keep older people around younger people so the older people can teach the young and the young can teach the old. So the older people can feed off the young people, get that energy, and the young people can feed off the old and get that old wisdom. You know what I'm saying? So help each other out.
Yeah, what up, y'all? It's your boy Joe Cracked and Gone. Leg fixing. So it is your boy Jada. Joe and Jada show, every show legendary, every show iconic. That's an understatement with today's guest. When you think of today's guest, you gotta think about Real West Coast Foundation. You know what I mean? You gotta think about independence before independence was a wave. Trunk music, real hustle, setting the blueprint. They're talking about a man with 6 platinum albums, classics, like The Ghetto, Getting It, Shake That Monkey, and one of the biggest records in hip-hop history, Blow the Whistle. The only artist to drop albums across 5 different decades. The only artist to work with Tupac, Biggie, and Jay-Z. Co-founder of Mount Westmore. Entrepreneur. Film producer. Sports team owner. Got his own street in Oakland. His own day in the city.
Damn.
Still outside. Still active. Still dropping. Bay Area legend.
Yes.
Oakland's finest.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't even clap yet. Too Short is in the building. Bitch, make some noise.
He said, don't even clap yet.
Whoa.
For sure, we just said, now you made Kamala Harris say bitch behind the scenes. We interviewed her and asked her, you know, she felt like she's from the Bay Area. And he said, what's your favorite word? She said, bitch. While she was running for president. That shit is legendary.
I got it.
Well, I was there for that. Like me and him interviewed her for BET. Behind the scenes, I was like, yo, you'll ask her that shit. Yo, what's your favorite word? She said, bitch. Going for president, my nigga. Like,
That's fine.
Short.
What kind of impact is that? I said this to Jimmy Jim and Terry Lewis that they should be the music. When you Google their names, the music symbol should come up. When you Google your name, longevity should come up. Hustle, come on. What you did in the game is probably never be done again.
Not wrong.
Ever.
It can't be done.
It's like 4 people I would love to have your career. Short, LL, Ice-T, and Busta and Snoop. If I could have a gumbo of all y'all careers, I'd be like, fuck it, no. They got the most years with getting the most money for the most amount of. You on there too?
I'm gonna let them talk. Don't fuck me.
I'm gonna let somebody talk. Go ahead. Is this gonna happen a lot?
3 words, man. Don't stop rapping. 5. Don't stop.
Don't stop rapping.
When I came up in the game, when they gave the mic, that was like a prize. And like, in my mind, I'm like, I'm never giving it back. Like, I'm not spitting 16 bars. I'm spitting like 60 bars, 100 bars. I'm just gonna keep going until somebody, remember that shit, somebody gonna come up and pry the mic out your hand. And everybody's sitting around there trying to take a turn. Like, you're not getting it from me. So I started living my career, man. It's just, I'm never gonna stop. But I got some street money just selling tapes. Didn't have to go get no job at McDonald's, none of that shit. I'm like, we keep selling these tapes. When I got some independent money doing it myself, I'm like, shit, this shit kind of nice. I'm gonna keep doing this. It was just the rap music, man. When I got signed to a major label and that fucking check came 6 months later, I was like, all I gotta do is rap to get this. Just don't stop rapping. So that was my theory, man. Just keep fucking spitting.
You know what happens in life is everybody got this,
Keep spitting game, that's some real shit.
With getting the most money for the most amount of. You on there too?
I'm gonna let them talk. Don't fuck me.
I'm gonna let somebody talk. Go ahead. Is this gonna happen a lot?
3 words, man. Don't stop rapping. 5. Don't stop.
Don't stop rapping.
When I came up in the game, when they gave the mic, that was like a prize. And like, in my mind, I'm like, I'm never giving it back. Like, I'm not spitting 16 bars. I'm spitting like 60 bars, 100 bars. I'm just gonna keep going until somebody, remember that shit, somebody gonna come up and pry the mic out your hand. And everybody's sitting around there trying to take a turn.
Yeah,
like,
Jada got that sauce on today.
I started living my career, man. It's just, I'm never gonna stop.
But I got the Knicks
But I got
bottles.
some street money just selling tapes. Didn't have to go get no job at McDonald's, none of that shit. I'm like, we keep selling these tapes. When I got some independent money doing it myself, I'm like, shit, this shit kind of nice. I'm gonna keep doing this. It was just the rap music, man. When I got signed to a major label and that fucking check came 6 months later, I was like, all I gotta do is rap to get this. Just don't stop rapping. So that was my theory, man. Just keep fucking spitting game.
You know what happens in life is everybody got this, not everybody, but a lot of people got this keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
Right? Or keeping up with whatever they call the status quo. I believe in hip hop. Sure, I want you to sell 100 million records, but I believe in hip hop as an art form where the guy that's rapping in the fucking lounge right now somewhere or doing karaoke or they doing what they love to do. So I respected India Irie as much as I respected fucking the biggest Beyonce. Because India Irie has something to say with the art, right? I always took that perspective because I grew up with the underground. And I do the same, you know, when I was 30, I was like, why these niggas rapping at 40? Then I got 40 and said, yo, they still paying me to do this shit. So I believe in we gotta keep putting out music, keep putting out art, and don't stop. I agree with what you said. You know, one of my favorite records in the world, I know I'm skipping a whole lot, but one of my favorite records ever is, but you want to get Fat Joe to dance, like embarrassing with Remy and be like, yo, sit the fuck down. Remy don't want me to dance. She think I'm Fat Joe. The gangster ain't supposed to dance. That blow the whistle come on. I don't give a fuck. I could be in the moon with Martians. Blow the whistle. When that blow the whistle,
Gotta roll.
You definitely know. When y'all did that shit in the studio, did you know before you put a verse on there?
First of all, that's a Lil Jon beat. So, Lil Jon's a DJ first, and then a producer, then an artist, and he knows. He just knows. He knows how to grab that thing that makes the people.
You sound like Lil Jon.
The instrumental, you knew this is a smash hit, or was it after you
It happens
laid
in
it down?
stages. So first he plays the beat, and I hear the little whistle.
I got that
First
terpy.
impression
What's that?
you
What y'all talking about?
Of course, it got
Scroll
great
to
vibes,
the
got that
top,
good
read
energy,
in
but
order.
I was like, let me play on the whistle.
What's happening?
and just
What
talk
that is?
about-
What's that
I
about?
got into like
Shoot,
sports
got that
references
terpy
about throwing the flag and blowing the whistle and shit, and just like the whole concept is like you trying to do too much. You're trying to be like us, and that's just too much for you. So we're gonna just call penalty. Throw the flag, you out of pocket.
Flag on the
I
plate.
never knew what this record meant. I just love this shit.
It's like a warning. I'm sitting here telling you the song. I'm talking about drugs and all this shit.
Trying to be like us, you got
Yeah, that's why I name drop Snoop Dogg, T.I., MJG, 8 Ball, UGK. I'm like, these are all my fellow rappers who rap about that pimp player shit. And I'm like, don't try to be like us. Like, if you can, but if you do, we might have to throw the flag on you. And I was just playing on the words, and then after it's done, and we're in the studio, we like, sometimes the hair starts tingling a little bit. We like, I think this one of the ones, man. And I think one of the best things about that song was I was on Jive Records when I dropped that. And Barry Wise and the whole staff, they promoted that record for like a week, maybe 2 weeks at the most, and then they backed off. And I feel like if they would have believed in it, it would have went big and it would have went away. But the fact that it had to like creep along on its own, the record was all said and done. And one day, Jay-Z got mad at some motherfuckers about LeBron and did a remix. That shit just went yellow on the East Coast. And it would just pick up in different cities after it was old. And I mean, songs don't do that on their own.
That shit got legs. No, songs don't do that on their own.
Yeah. So it got some ingredients in it, man. So
You brought up the name Barry Weiss, man. Shout out to Barry Weiss because I seen him keep it real with his artists. In other ways, I was really impressed because I really don't trust these kind of people, but I seen him hold his artists down, like behind the scenes, and I was like, this guy's a real one. For what? I never did business with Barry Weiss. I'm just saying, I seen him hold niggas down. In the darkest hour, I seen him come through like a shining night.
he started off small, man. He knows how to, the other side of it. But he's a record guy. Don't get it twisted. He's a record exec. But yeah, man, I think that was a blessing on the fact that they didn't just blow it out the water from the start. It helped the songs.
I don't want to say your age because I don't know your age, but I'm pretty old myself. But I remember watching you before me, and that's hard to do.
I remember coming home from school watching.
Me too. and you sitting on the car, you all listen. I'm like, yo, this thing is too.
Me,
I started talking that shit.
Man.
Like you was like,
Yeah,
man,
it's crazy
so
when
was
it's
like-
on the
Six
Remember
on
that
Club,
school.
man.
God bless you.
Very recently.
What is
What the
it?
fuck they talking about? We can't get money.
6 on Club.
Oh, 60. He's 60.
But I remember watching you before me, and that's hard to do.
I remember coming home from school watching.
Me too.
Hey, man.
And you sitting on the car, you all listen. I'm like, yo, this thing is too.
Me,
I started talking that shit. Like you was like,
I mean, the 6 on Club. Recently in the 6 on Club, man.
God bless you.
Very recently.
And he look
What
good,
the
too.
fuck they talking about? We can't get money. There ain't no aging out, nigga.
And by the way, man, I made Blow the Whistle when I was 40 years old.
There's some more noise for that. Motherfucker.
Damn.
Young whippersnappers
Nah.
hit one out the park at 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Sean Beck got down in Florida looking at the 55 and older place to live. He said, yo, man, these niggas is playing golf. They got softball league for
That's
70
good.
years old. I said, yo,
40
Beck,
years old
get
making
the
hits.
fuck off my phone with that bullshit you talking over there to 55 and older.
If you think about it, you never know when you're going to hit your big break. You got to keep on going. Like, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at the rappers now, like look at like a lot of rappers evolved. Like Gucci Man, when we was in high school, I used to like Gucci Man, but he got better over time. He couldn't dress early in the game, and now he got better over time. Excuse me, who else got better over time? A lot of people matured over time. Waka Flocka matured over time. It's a lot of people that got Ross. He just, you know what I'm saying? Like he just got more and more and more. Where like a lot of people got better and better over time. But you know what I'm saying? But that's dope to be 60 years, 50, 60 years old, still rapping, still traveling. And I think he just had a kid too, like in his 50s, I think. If I ain't mistaken, I think he just had his first kid. Like I remember when that was a headline, like Too Short just had his first child. So you never know by the age.
I mean, yo, these people got golf carts and shit, pharmacies, yo, the shit. Man, listen, we gonna play this shit all the way out. You already know when it's a real moment. You need a real bottle. That's why we rock with 1800 to keep.
Too Short. So they say Too Short did a song. He done work with Tupac, Biggie, and Jay-Z. So think about that. And then, matter of fact, and then they say he been in the game, 5 genres? That's crazy. That's a lot. So think about it. Fat Joe said he been in the game for 30 plus years, 32 or whatever. Jada Kidd's 20 something years plus. They say they used to watch him on the after school. Like that's amazing, bro. And now they on the same couch with him. That's crazy. That's crazy. Damn, Fat Joe. Jada get like his son right there. Yeah. No matter about the age, just keep going. Because one thing I know, you will see people that working at Walmart holding the sign up, and they in their 60s and 70s.
Like he's having that time. That 60s like 120. Because I never seen him not hard.
I'm just saying, man, it's a lifestyle, man. It's a way of life. It's hip hop shit. We're not supposed to sit on the end of the bench and be the player coach who never gets in the game. We're not supposed to be on the porch in the rocking chair telling stories about when you was on tour and when you was out in the trenches and all that shit. We're supposed to stay active, bro. Stay active.
That's the whole hip hop culture. Like I watch record labels play niggas out before they were played out.
Yeah.
Guys were 25 and they were playing them at the old school at noon and shit. Like they're like, so the major labels control the whole industry at the time. And what they would do is like, all right, I'm up with him. I did 2-3 hours with him, say Jagged Edge, say 112, whatever like that. And then be like, all right, we dropping them, so let's feed them to the old school at noon. I never understood these shit. These dudes was 20-something. I think hip-hop, guys like a Jay-Z, guys like Dr. Dre, guys that just said the Master P's and the Babies, and they just say, yo, ain't nobody aging us out. We just gonna keep going and getting to the bag. I think that's a hip-hop thing. Yeah. Us, you being 60, I can't tell you 60 by the way you dress. Right? You fly, like, you know, that's some hip-hop shit.
It's the OYN subject, the old young niggas.
No, we old young niggas.
They're actually trying to clown that genre now. Like, you old niggas need to sit down. We're trying to be fly and shit. Fuck that, man. Fuck all of that. All that. I tell a young nigga every day, you wish you could be an old young nigga one day. You wish you could be a 50-year-old rapper and get money. You wish, man. Don't clown that shit. Like,
look how good he look. And you better hope like hell that you make it to an old age. That's the thing. Like, when I was a kid, I grew up around old guys, old people. And they was old, and they said, boy, you gotta be glad you young and take care of yourself while you young. And they was like, you know what I'm saying, and you just pick up game from them, and I always say you want to be healthy and try to do so much research and exercise as much as possible. Try to learn what you're supposed to eat just to stay healthy, keep your face kind of clear. You You know what I'm saying? Drink your water, exercise, walk, take your 15,000 steps a day, do your push-ups, do your squats. You know what I'm saying? Just your regular movement. You know what I'm saying? Make you feel better. Do that, and you should be alright. You should be alright. You should be alright. But you always want to live longer because I think the more you move and be active, you live longer like that. Keep your joints. Sometimes I feel like my knee might be hurting. You gotta work that motherfucker. Like my back and neck. Sometimes I say I heard that work, but you gotta keep everything loose and stiff. Like, and another thing, one thing I like about hip hop is that if you are older person in age, if you just add a little hip hop in your life or in your outfit, it'll make you look young. Like your outfit, if you wear certain type of new shoes that's like, say if you an old head and you a dad or a granddad and you wear the Saucony's, no, the Salmon shoes, or you wear some fucking New Balances, the new Balances that's nice, or any type of nice, like, damn, why the fuck my mirror? I can't stand my mirror like that, bro. That shit, damn, I gotta get that shit fit. It ain't gonna fall in the day. But if you just put on like a new shirt and have it fitting right around the neck, put some glasses on, you might need to shape up your beard. A lot of people get to the age, especially old men, they don't give a fuck about their beard. They'll let that motherfucker grow. I ain't going nowhere, I ain't worrying about that. Might get you a new truck, wash your car. Even having a clean car on the inside, outside, have that motherfucker smelling good. You got a brand new outfit, fresh haircut. You a young lady, nigga. But if you just going to work every day and you just got money and just don't give a fuck about yourself and don't care about your clothes and shit, like even if you going to work, you can buy you a brand new work outfit, buy you some brand new work boots. You probably had them fucking work boots for so long, like you will be amazed at just by buying a brand new work outfit, a brand new boots, how much of it, even your lunchbox. Keep a brand new lunchbox with the new Tupperware, and you'll be straight. You make attract a young girl. And then another thing, hang around your young grandsons or your younger kids. So if you in your 50s, 60s, 70s, you need to hang around them young kids like your nephew, take their ass out. And you know what I'm saying? Hang around there and learn they swag. And like get you, one thing I like about New York, when I see older people like in their 60s and 70s working an iPhone, man, that be the flyest shit in the world, bro. I be like, damn, look at that lady. She gotta be 60s, 70s, and she working the iPhone. Even a man working the iPhone, bro. Or sometimes I see 60 and 70-year-olds riding a bike. Or you will see 60 and 70-year-olds with brand new clothes on, just walking, getting out the cab, catching a cab. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. So age, you can't really put like a stamp on age because it's all about how you feel. It's all about what you do. It's all about being active. So the age is something else because certain people, because a lot of people, I went to a seminar one time and this guy, he was speaking, he was a motivational speaker, and he was like, most people die in their mind, at a young age, in their late 20s. So you always want to read. When you read books, your mind travels. You always want to see stuff and be around new people and do new things and shit and stay around young people and stay around. That's another thing. Stay around young people. You ain't got to hang out with them, but work with them. Like, get them to teach you how to work Chat GPT. Teach me how to edit, how to work this camera, how to make videos, how to edit, how to stream, how to work AI. You know what I'm saying? If you an old head know how to do AI and work all this shit, you young basically. You know what I'm saying? So the old need to help the young and the young need to help the old to stay young.
Getting old.
I said some.
Not getting old.
Let me tell you something. I said something recently, I think it was D. I was in Harlem talking about shit on the block. And I said, yeah, and I maintain it. There's something that I really, really understood when I was 30. Unfortunately, they don't respect an old nigga without their dad. You got a bunch of broke niggas in the comment like, yo, if it was about that to me, like, yo, bro, let me explain something. Everybody had the same 24 hours. Everybody had the same life. Fortunately, God shined a light on us. But what I'm saying is I realize that young niggas don't respect the nigga if he don't dress good, if he ain't got a bag, he ain't getting to it. So I always knew, yo, the only way these young niggas is ever gonna really listen to us or follow us is if they like, I'll give you somebody.
No, it's another way you can make them listen to.
I don't know. Listen. So, you know, when I see young artists, Lotto or this one and that one, these young artists, they come up to me, they be like, yo, G, you get to the bag. They are not confused with the bag chaser. You know what I'm saying? And I've always felt like, you know, because you got an old broke nigga talking about what he used to have or how he used to this. I just personally never wanted to be that guy. Even when they took all my money, I knew, yo, put your head down. I always said, when they took all my money, I said, listen, right now, I'm in the ocean and I'm swimming for the first sight of land. I'm going to just keep swimming. I ain't going to stop till I touch some land. And so,
swim.
huh?
You dribble a little swim.
No, you swimming.
I
I don't even know how to swim like that. Get with your shit, bro. The point I'm making is, I'm not gonna be that. I made a conscious effort my whole life to never be the guy that had a run and he used to have it. Yo, remember when Fat Joe used to drive the Benz? Remember when that's in my DNA.
That's the rocking chair. You're on the porch, all you got is stories left. We ain't doing that. But I think the young homies, man, they do respect when you got the bag. I know that all my life as a youngster, people would give me really good advice. And that shit would be received differently. Like if you my high school counselor and you drive a Pinto every day and you trying to tell me, stay on the right path, do this stuff, like, you got a Pinto, nigga.
Yeah. Or a fat doctor telling you to lose weight.
Even though they got the truth.
You ever go to the doctor as a fat nigga and he telling you, yo, you really gotta lose weight, your cholesterol, you're my man. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
But now we gotta let these youngsters know though, man. I'm telling you, stay on your grind, keep busy. If you fall off, find a way to fall back on. But at the same time, this shit gets better, man. It gets better. If you survive the game, it gets better. Like young and having money is so fun. But OG having money is way more fun than when a nigga was young, because you learn more, you learn how to do it better, you learn how to travel better, you learn how to eat better, you
The
learn.
problem with OG get money is your family waiting at the Raptors. They want that bread so legend, man. I cry every day that shit go ding dong, and the FedEx come with boxes that stand up. You know that shit is like a fur or something. I'm looking at that shit. I don't even want them to open that shit up in my face. I'm like, dang. We done did some other shit, huh? We done went on another shopping spree, this, that. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. You know, being an OG, you gotta have your AARP.
What's up. You gotta be still your shit, bro. You gotta try, bro. It's hard out here. I ain't gonna lie, it's hard, but you gotta keep on going and trying. And do what you gotta do to maintain, bro. You always wanna be what you wanna be. And then you always want to catch up and not stay behind. And if you get behind, try to catch up, but don't get too far behind. And if you get you do what you got to do to catch up. And take your time if you do fall behind or whatever. Just take your time and get right. Listen. Yeah, just take your time, get right. You can do it, baby. Do it tonight. Take your time. See that AC be fucking me up. That shit get when I go to sleep, that shit going.
Somebody hear this shit, keep the bones, keep your fluidity going.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Show them by example, man. When you see a big OG pull up in a big whip, like, man, I want to be like that motherfucker right there. Like, show them. I don't like the ageism in hip hop. I don't like it.
Fuck that shit.
I don't like it.
No. And you know they don't have it in any other music. Like I'm going to Keith, Keith Sweat got Fat Joe a lot. One of my favorite artists. Whenever he called, he got him. Like he don't even date. I think he tell him I come like with a silent package. We doing New York. The words Fat Joe's doing the greatest of hits. He don't even ask me. He called me up. I said, yo, Keith. He said, you coming, right, nigga? You gonna perform? I said, Q. Who love you more than me? He goes, nobody. I said, motherfucker been catching me with that shit for the last 30 years. But Keith Sweat get money. Every other genre, the R&B, the ladies, the disc, they get big fucking back. The people come up to me and be like, yo, Joe, promoters, I don't be like, yo, Joe, I want to book Keith Sweat for a cruise. I know that's your man. And I hear the number for a nigga who came out in the early 80s, nigga, I be like, damn, this nigga. And then you look at their schedule, they book 5 days a week. They caked up. And so hip-hop, one thing, we got to learn different ways of getting to the bag, but in hip-hop, I learned that promoters play with hip-hop artists more than they do in any other genre. Mm-hmm. And that was the shit that got me, like when I went through the taxes, niggas who knew they couldn't touch Fat Joe for less than 50,000, like, yo, I mean, literally had promoters tell me, how many people want to hear Lean Back, man? They tired of hearing that shit. We got 12,000 for it. So here I'm doing 4 shows that I would have got on the low end of a normal show. And they know you fucked up, they play with you. And me, I don't make excuses. My family ain't stopped getting Birkins, they ain't stopped eating lobster. My moms ain't move out of the house. So I got to go and do the 4 shows to come back with the 50. Like, yo, we good. Let's go eat some shit. I'm back. In fucking Timbuktu, China, wherever. I got a no stone. Yo, I done did a no stone unturned on this earth. I done perform in places you can't.
And guess what? Yeah. As rappers, we never had jobs. I never had a day job. I had a job maybe when I was 15.
That's crazy. That's a blessing to say, bro. Like, that one thing I adore about New York guys, they never had a job their whole life. That's amazing to say that you ain't never had a job. That's one of the biggest flexes in the world, to say you ain't got no job. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit to say. I know Joel Santana, he ain't had a job. I know a lot of people had a job as a teenager, but motherfuckers ain't. A lot of people in the city, they know some shit that we don't know. I'm like, damn, how the fuck y'all ain't never had a job? Y'all only hustle and y'all rap? That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's been hip hop food ever since. And yeah, we had them moments. Man. I went through a phase where I was like, it's the Monday night price, Tuesday price, the Friday price, Saturday. Hey, you can get a nigga good on a Tuesday, Wednesday.
Rick Ross believe in that. I never seen a guy who does a $250,000 show in Dubai and the next day he's performing in a barn in Chattanooga. He don't give a fuck. He'll take the $250, the next day he'll take the $10,000. Rick Ross got a different philosophy than me, and it looks like it's working out better his way. Cause this nigga got yachts, planes, houses on the water. I can't do it. Like I said, promoters play with rappers more than any, and I just felt like, yo, I'm at a certain price range where you can't get me for the low. But Rick Ross don't give a fuck. He'll go on a Tuesday to Memphis, go pick up 15 grand. I think his way is smarter. I think at the end of the month, he just goes like, how the dealer does? And take all the money when the shit is over. He be like, all right, I'll take it everything.
Made my phone for the month.
This. I understood that. I just can't do that. Like, I don't know. I just, my ego or something. It's never.
As a hustler, back up against the wall, you do it.
I did it.
You did it. But it ain't.
Nigga, I was born in China for 12
We in the waters right now. Though Texas big right now.
Let me tell you something.
It's good right now.
Short.
Water's nice, like
Short.
Today's show is brought to you by our presenting sponsor.
But that's a blessing that they can first of all, excuse me, it's a blessing that they can that they don't have to have it. They don't have a job and they never had a job and they can just get paid to talk. And this what I realized a long time ago. Like, it's amazing that they can make one song and perform that one song over and over and over to a different crowd in a different state, in a different country, or a different city. Like, that's crazy that you can perform the same song for years. Like, he talking about lean back, that's crazy. So that makes you think. I remember one time the Yellow Beezy, they asked Yellow Beezy, they say, Yellow Beezy, how much money can you make off of one song? That man say, about $6 million off of one song. He said performing
somewhere like
that's crazy.
Philippines, not even the regular, not China, not Japan. That shit was like
that's a blessing.
Philippines, Korea, Singapore, some shit, and it was my birthday. And I remember performing on my birthday, like, yo, my house, mighty have fallen. You gotta just be like, yo. And you out there for the 12,000, you took that 20-something hour flight. You just like, no, I gotta do. But I never came to my family on my knees. I never came to say, you can't get that Chanel. You can't live on the water. You can't. I just said, yo, Joe, we got to go out there and get that bitch. You know, and so everybody, you know, careers are like the stock market. Sometimes it's great, sometimes. You know, this guy shows no emotion. And he's had a pretty traumatic career financially with whatever he dealt with, and he's never happy. And so the other day, oh no, that guy's never happy. Okay, that's your man. All right.
Yeah, you want to have? You can throw one too, boy.
Yo, this guy's your man never happy. Let me tell you something.
Yes, sir. He's crazy.
Let me tell
I'm
you.
always happy.
Can I say something? You have built-in happiness. You got a built face. That motherfucker never happy, right? So the other day, I don't know if you know, it was a moment. The other day, we get off the stage with Jay-Z, which was a history, which I had to convince this guy to not go to Summer League to do the fucking biggest concert ever created in the history of mankind. The man, we performed, and Beyonce just went on, Rihanna just walked by. We closed the show, most legendary show in New York history. I had to actually grab his shoulder. I don't know if he thinks I was blown in. He thinks I was drunk. I was dead sober. I grabbed his shoulder.
That's so
I said, yo, well, that moment was dead. Ain't not telling you about the moment.
Let me
Play for play.
Let me hear you.
I grabbed his shoulder. I said, yo, Kiss, are you happy? No, I had to ask the nigga. No, because I'm confused, right? I had to grab him on the shoulder. He don't tell me I'm capping. Throw the flag. I said, you thought I ain't even remember that.
that was a good one.
I said, yo, Kiss, are you happy?
You should see it in his face.
I was tired.
No.
You should have.
And I was like, he said, I should ask you.
Tired.
Yeah, you're a special guy, man. Let me tell you something. Hey, he says, you want me to say what you said?
Yeah.
He said, yo, I'm more happier than I ever been in my life, but it's scary. I'm so happy. So I'm just like, I gotta be careful, whatever. That's how you responded. And I was like, wow, he's happy. Because for me, I don't give a fuck. I'm skipping to my loo. They coming up to me everywhere. I go shopping in the store. Hey, yo, Joe and Jada, fucking right, nigga. Fucking right. Number one, right? Number one. And he's like, yo, nah. I'm skipping to my loo. Like, I don't understand. My partners.
I would play that shit in our squad too. I would do the biggest shit in the world, act like nothing's happening. Yeah. I do it like that.
Is that like a style? Like that?
Yeah.
Is that
Like
part
a
of the
style.
swag or something?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of hip hop, man. You can't really
Yeah,
show
like
your
it
true
was.
emotions. It's definitely pimping.
Yeah, that pepper.
You gotta wear the mask, man. Your game face all times.
You know, we had hoes and pimps in Hunts Point, and right here, right outside this building, there was
I had
a
a whole documentary about this shit. Hookers at the Point.
hookers. When I was in Bay Area, I think Bay Area was the last place with real pimps with feathers in their hats. You know, I used to go to 24-hour dining. It was nothing but pimps and hoes in that motherfucker. That was the last remaining true pimps with the fucking wheel in the back of the car and the Cadillac.
That was an era. The new era of pimps look like rappers. They pimping right now. You would never know. You probably think that's an upcoming rapper. Like, how does this thing have so many chains? It's alive and well.
It's alive and well?
Well, alive and well.
Flourishing. You know, it's a different, they call that shit human trafficking now. I'm being real.
It carries a lot of weight. Like, it's very...
What?
It's very risky.
That shit like a RICO, that's worse than a RICO. You might as well rob this 7-Eleven.
It used to be 2 years. Right now, it's now 20.
20? Damn. Sexual trafficking.
Human trafficking. Just one little slip-up. Yes, it's a fine line with that shit. But I'm telling you,
they out there.
Yeah.
Any way you gonna get $1, any way somebody can get $1, good or bad, evil, nice, they gonna do it.
It ain't about human trafficking. No, it's about teamwork. Teamwork. You got great minds together to figure out how to get all this money in and what we're gonna do with it. There's a pimp, a hoe, and a trick in every situation.
There's a pimp,
a hoe, and a trick in every
scenario. Right about now, how you doing success? We better start downplaying your success. Because now you meet a mamacita in New York. She's like, Papi, my leg. You ain't even touched that shit. Papi, my leg by 6 months. My baby father no pay. You got see money? Like now, this shit crazy out here. Like, it's like, huh? My leg, Papi. They not even kept, they're not wasting no time. They used to be like, all right, do you like me? All right. Buy me something. Now it's like, hello, on the intro. Now you want the shit. Now stole that shit from your man, Mr. Perfect. The nigga with the good teeth over there. Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect. What's your man's name?
That's it.
No, 100 Perfect. What's 100
Perfect.
What? 100 Summers.
Call him 100 Perfect.
100 Perfect. 100 Summers. Yeah, I'm getting my teeth done on Tuesday. You know, let me tell you something.
Your shit perfect. What else you gonna do?
Nah, I need that.
I need that smile.
I need that 3D where any angle you catch the shit just smiling and shit. We just like, that nigga. I gotta show you my happiness. I gotta be like, yo, nigga, you see that smile 360 for the peripheral. That shit gotta come through. And so they fake me out. I'm scared of flying. I'm scared of dentists. Although I love my dentist, Dr. Fat.
Jada, you wanna hear my Fat Joe story?
Hell, you got one.
Let's get it.
Let's get to it.
So we young rappers out here. I'm coming to New York. I'm doing my promo shit out here, fucking with Giant Records, whatever. And I see Joe somewhere. He showed me a lot of love. He's like, yo, sure, what's up? We chopped it up. We always chopped it up. And he said to me, whenever you in New York, fuck with me, hit me up, let's do some shit. So I went back to some New York people I knew, and I said, Fat Joe told me, when I get out here, hook up with him and hang out. He said, do not hang with Fat Joe and his crew. Don't fuck with them crazy Puerto Ricans. Do not do it. Them niggas is trouble. Oh, shit. And we never hung out a lot, and that's why somebody said if I hung out with you, you was gonna have me out there wilding in the fucking Bronx doing shit. You was a bad influence, man.
They give you the wrong advice.
Young Joe.
He come through.
Joe was gonna have me up in the Bronx, man, doing wild shit. Yeah, I probably was gonna be one of them.
You probably would have had 18 Puerto Rican babies. You would have been J-Lo, nigga. You didn't talk about pimping. You just came on top. You'd have been like, oh shit. You'd have been fucking quiet on. Your ass would have been up in that Jimmy's Cafe like, yo, this shit crazy out here. Nah.
He definitely would have been in Jimmy's.
What? They gave you the wrong advice. But it was more of a damn, who said it the other day? It was more of like when we came up, you know, everybody had an ice cream. And you're looking at your man across the club, and he looking at you and go, niggas can't even tell a joke, a story, because out here, they take kindness for weakness over here. So all this Fat Joe you seeing now that I tell stories, I'm joking, I'm this, that, you couldn't do it. You just couldn't do it. Because even niggas you was with would take kindness for weakness.
Fat Joe at the tunnel.
I got a better one for you. Everybody keep bragging about how dangerous the tunnel was. Big Pun used to go in a bathrobe with $1 million of jewelry in his boxes in a bathrobe. I don't know what they talk about, how dangerous it was. Pun was in there in a bathrobe every Sunday with $1 million in jewelry and no problems. They just went the other way. But I seen some shit in there, legendary rap on rap crime. Nah, I seen some shit I will not discuss because I respect everybody. Nah, I respect every. The one thing that happened to me there, the one thing that made me look, I'm a loyal guy. I won't double cross you. That's why I love Matt Tennant out there because, you know, I was real hot in LA. I had like mega beef out there, and then you know I'm not the rapper from New York that ever gave it, like, but I'm just saying physical. So when I was out there, it was like they were like, oh, we gonna tear him up. And I've been in some situations where Matt stepped up front line. It was like, nigga, he would it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I gotta respect that in any weapon. So I'm in the studio with Mace. The bad boy telling $1 million jokes. You probably was there. We all was there. We had the best time in my life. I always loved Mace. The next day I'm in the tunnel on a Sunday. This nigga Big L come up to me. And Big L digging in the crate. Crack, you got your niggas with you? I said, yeah. Yo, I gotta see somebody. Come on. The nigga walk up to Mace and start talking crazy. And Mace looking at me. You know, this is crazy what I'm telling you. Because I hate that. Because Mace looking at me the whole time. Like, he see the 20 Puerto Rican niggas and all that. He looking at me like, yo, Crack, I was with you to 6 in the morning, nigga, telling jokes. And I had no fucking clue that Big Al was going to step to Mace. But I look like a foul nigga. I don't think Mace ever trusted me after that time. You look at me. No, because it's a look. It's a look where that shit recently happened. But it wasn't no violence, but nah. You know, I'ma just say, Khaled, the most peaceful man in the world, seen somebody who's been talking about him or whatever, who's beyond the biggest ever created in the history of the world. This might have been the richest argument I ever seen. And the guy, Khaled, is talking very aggressive. We don't want to. Very, like, yo, nigga, like, you think it's just because you see me with my... And the guy the whole time's looking at me. It's my friend, like, you my friend for 30, 40 years. You looking at me the whole time, like, you letting this nigga talk like this? He looking at me like, yo, Crack, for real? You letting it... I say, yo, I keep grabbing Khaled, like, yo, Khaled, like, come on, man, stop. But the guy he arguing with ain't even looking at him. He looking at me like this.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying, man. Fat Joe the enforcer. The whole world of stories.
Yeah, ain't like you the enforcer.
You
You little man. You supposed to neutralize that situation.
I was gonna be a Bronx gangster. No, you was gonna be good. They always love you. You made your music box. I don't know if you know.
184th. I used to buy weed from Dominicans on 184th. That was about as far as I got. Oh, that's fire.
That's just stomping grounds. That's just stomping grounds. I don't smoke, but I know that. I know every weed spot Jada just went to. They be like, yo, your man Jada just left me here. I'm like, oh, really?
And then I had them jars in Harlem. She said jars every weed spot. Them jars at the candy store. I was up in that motherfucker.
Holst Avenue, all that. Every weed spot I ever passed, because I knew them.
Man, I was there.
I didn't smoke, but I knew them. I passed by. You know, I love doing this still to this day. I love driving a new fresh whip. You know what lyric hits me incredible every time? The nigga Hov said, done ain't lie. I done came through the block and everything that's fly. I'm like, that's my life to this day. I almost brought out the new whip. My wife said, no, that's our truck. No. I'm like, I ain't drive that shit but one time. She like, you know, it's the fam. I said, God damn, they muscling me out of my shit right now. Right? But I love going through the hood. Yo, what's up? Pulling up in that shit. Jumping out Harlem, the roof is down. Yo, what's good, niggas? What's this? I love that my whole life. So I've been doing that. And they always come. Yeah, the kids, you know, it's most likely a Dominican. Yeah, the kids, your man, yeah, just leave it up over here to get some jaws. Jada, yeah, I don't smoke, but I know every weed spot you was at. Cause they was telling me, yo, he just left. Yeah, the kids just left with the booty poppy.
He got some new music. We got
some new music.
We gotta keep it 1800.
Right.
New track, wouldn't want to be him. Come on now.
Yeah,
Keep it 1800.
Pimping, man.
Keep it 1800.
Keep it 1800.
And every now and then we gotta make songs dedicated to bitch niggas.
No doubt. We gotta make songs dedicated to bitch niggas a lot.
There's a lot of bitch niggas out
bitch
here.
niggas. Drink.
Hold on. You know you gotta put that loud. Bring that back. Don't do that.
The toast first.
He can't be that. Yo, hold up. You cannot stop any hip hop low. Like that shit gotta blow the speakers off rip.
New music. My dog. Let's check this new single out. One won't be him. You bitch ass nigga. Let's get it. It ain't broke, don't fix it. I see you went back to Lil Jon and got another new clip.
And my whole new album is all Lil Jon production.
Oh, fine.
Alright,
That's
back to the whole album, man.
That's about
Had to do it.
You know, Little John, my brother, man, salute to him and his family, who I happened recently in that as a family.
Yeah.
But, you know, Little John, you know, when New York fronted on Ebro, I-97 fronted on me, and Lean Back first came out, Little John called me and said, "Come to Summer Jam, I want you to perform that new joint you got." And trust me, I was trying to get on that stage and they was fronting on me. And Little John brought me out and fucking 80,000 motherfuckers was leaning back. That's when the world knew, like, yo, this shit great. But it was Little John. That's why in the remix it said, "Took it down south, brother, to bring your boy out."
SuavenyV.com.
Yeah, Lil Jon. I remember Lil Jon to the to the window, to the wall. That was like 4th, 5th grade, going to elementary. Lil Jon. That was like crunk music. That was dangerous music too, because when that motherfucker, that Lil Jon and the East Side Boys and the Young Bloods and shit, Yin Yang Twins, them boys was that crunk music.
Because we shooting shit.
Fighting, boy.
ATL.
Mm-hmm.
You're one of the first guys I ever met in the ATL. I don't know if you know. And you was out there early. Some of the stories that you seen people come up, I know you was out there when Pac was out there.
Yeah.
And like, what was that like? You was an early guy in the ATL. What said, I'm moving to ATL, I'm setting up shop from the Bay Area. Like, what made you move to ATL? What's some of the things you saw that was amazing when you were out there?
I already had connections out there. Some of my people had moved from Oakland to out there. I had already had a connection to Atlanta when I was a kid. I stayed out there briefly, so I had a couple of people that I knew. I had been going to Atlanta since my music took off. And, you know, when I get to ATL back in like late 80s, early 90s, they treated a nigga like Michael Jackson. Like it was, you know, and like superstar status. So I go to Freaknik 93 and have at the time of my life, I'm like, this shit is just too much motherfucking fun. And I went back for them to Jack the Rapper convention.
Yeah, I was out there.
So I go back to Jack the Rapper 93. I just slid on to some neighborhood, probably a little crib, posted up in Atlanta. I'm coming out there with the the California whips and shit. We already got big Rams and shit. Touch them down. And like,
you had that black on black Benz.
I had a new car every fucking 90 days. It was a new whip every 90 days. But I get out there, right?
Damn.
Eric Sermon is out there. Remember him and Parrish split up. So he went to Atlanta.
The rim shop out there.
Yeah, he out there with the rim
That's
shop.
like New York niggas felt like you go to Atlanta, you got a home base.
You went with Eric. You went.
Yeah.
That's everybody. You going when he was neighbors. Yeah, that was my neighbor. We did a lot of shit together. Bobby Brown was out there. Wow. Bobby Brown, Tupac was out there. All these niggas was like, they have it their way. Breed. Breed was out there, and then Breed's my homie. That's my guy. Rest in peace, MC Breed. And I get out there. Now, I'm not wilder than Bobby Brown, but I'm as wild as. And everybody else is kind of like in their little space. Tupac's a wild motherfucker when he want to be.
Yeah.
But Bobby Brown is the wildest. And I seen that nigga at Magic City one night. I was like, I know what I need to do out here. I need to be like Bobby Brown. I fucking be out here having the time of my life. It was at a point in my career where I'm probably on platinum album number 4. And I'm like, I'm about to fucking set up shop out here and have time of my life.
Boy, you had the time to get life.
And it just happened to be so timely that the next year after I moved out there, here comes Outkast, Goody Mob. You know, the Atlanta music scene just started blowing up. And I'm like right there at the birth of it. When I got there, it was TLC was singing Ain't Too Proud to Beg, and Jermaine
was out there early too.
Jermaine was just doing Chris Cross. That was just happening. Keith was out there, but Keith was a player. And Keith is like, he grabbed his little community.
There's no tribe.
He'd be out of his house, out for red or some rare stuff. He's a little above the
he wasn't in the soil like that.
He was.
He quit.
Keith was a nigga. He was. But he didn't come in. He wasn't in the trenches.
I only see Tupac shoot the cops. Yeah. Shit like that. You was out there.
I wouldn't have seen Keith at a little grimy strip club in Decatur somewhere like we was doing. You know what I'm saying? Smoky ass room, gambling on the pool table. I went to Atlanta and went in the trenches. My man, Big X, with the Coalition DJs, Spearhead X, he used to work for Dallas Austin. I'm like, X, what time you get off work? Like 6 o'clock, let's go. And that nigga just had me everywhere.
I remember I was scared to fly. I didn't give a fuck if I was in Texas, I was in Miami, I was anywhere. That tour bus would pull up to the ATL.
When I got to Atlanta, you can get a lap dance for $5.
Oh yeah.
Strippers was $5. Like Magic City might cost you 10. Some other club, Gold Club or something. All over the city. $5. You get a $100 bill. Bitch dance for you all night. $100 bill.
I don't gamble. I don't gamble, but one night, Daddy's at the Intercontinental, we got these big ass suites and they shooting dice. Don't ask me how, because I really don't gamble. I take him for all his money, $40,000. That nigga went. It's so hard to beat Puff Daddy because he got so much money. He kept going back, pulling out an envelope with another $10,000. Coming back, and the rules is in New York, you just can't leave with the money. You gotta get out.
Yeah.
Give me a chance to win my money back. I took that nigga for like $40,000, right? I leave, I think I'm doing some shopping, I get a phone call, yo son, you took my money, Playboy. We gotta go out tonight. You just can't. This. So we end up in like Magic City. The man made me spend my whole $40,000.
You had to spend it and have fun with
him. $40,000 throwing. He was like, yeah. And we throwing the money, and he's like, yeah, crack and this. And I'm like, damn, this nigga ain't want me to get away with one Puff Daddy dollar, man.
No way.
We wound up throwing that shit in that Magic City. That Atlanta's just different, man. It was different. And me, my experience with Tupac is I've never seen Tupac not beefing or beating somebody up, pulling out a gun. Every time.
Tupac.
No, I bumped into Tupac 20 times. All 20 times he was giving niggas hell. One time, like I said, it was PG-13. Me in the movie theater, you know how they do the screenings of a movie and everybody in there like a celebrity or something, phone ring. Like, nigga, what I tell you? Fuck you. Something like that. Yo, hold up. He gets up Tupac and go out to the hallway. That was the nicest. I haven't seen Tupac. Tupac, every time I see him, was beating niggas up, pulling out.
He had a fun side though, like that I've seen many times.
I never got that one.
Tupac with
Yo,
smiling, laughing.
tell me a funny, a nice guy's Tupac story, because my experience, I've never seen it. The nicest I've seen me in a movie theater, he cursed a nigga out on the phone. Like, he was on some shit when I was seeing it.
All I know is don't bring your bitch around Tupac. Yeah. Don't bring your bitch around. You might as well
Smooth as hell, huh?
You might as well just leave her when you get there. Just like, call me tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, all the hoes. Yeah.
He had all the hoes, right?
Yeah, the hoes.
Shit. Right now, I think Drake, the new Tupac. I just seen some party he had. It was about 20,000 chicks and 3 dudes. You seen that footage?
Mm-mm.
Holy shit. This guy, the sketchy dude. I mean, he in New York doing shit. New York ain't never did me.
It's all good as long as they ain't cash out them, and then it's like a transaction. If it's just I'm here, I want to be here.
So rich, you cash out.
I'm not saying I'm not.
He's so rich, nah.
What makes it all bad?
The cash app, like if you got
that's so
if you gotta pay to play.
Yep. Real pimping. She there cause she wanna be, not cause you paying her to be. Y'all niggas don't know that shit. Y'all niggas don't know that shit. Y'all paying the girl to be here? No. That ain't pimping, man. I'm glad he said that shit. She here cause she wanna be here, and she here cause she like me, and I'm her type. She like me cause she like my energy, and I'm taking care of her. Whatever she need is good. Like, that's just common courtesy for anybody. Man, woman, boy, girl, dog, cat, kid, anything. We taking care of everything. Every and everybody.
One day.
I don't think Drake gotta pay to play. He might do it for the sport, but at the same time,
he's too rich, man.
New album, Sir Too Short, Volume 2, when is coming out?
July 31st, album out.
July 31st.
July 31st?
That's right around the corner.
Man, I'm getting that shit.
That's a
With
big.
Little John and
Celebrate my neighbor,
me
Dan.
out of this world.
My whole month of August is gonna be listening to that.
Make sure you got
When
woofers.
you drop, huh? No goals.
Make sure you got woofers, man. Gotta have woofers.
I heard all that bass and that shit. You almost blew the fucking speakers off the
Yeah,
bitch.
he
Be
almost.
careful what you wish for. That's just like,
That's the history of a part of what I do though. I'm literally in the studio going, I'm gonna make these niggas blow their woofers out. Yeah, it's really what I be saying.
Woofers up.
When
With
I
that
made,
extra tweaking when you mixed and mastering, or
I had a song in the young days, Freaky Tales. Freaky Tales, one of my old school classics. And I remember being in the studio with the engineer, and I remember the bass, the 808 was on track 1. And I keep hitting track 1.
that's what I did up.
And the engineer keep pulling down. He ain't saying nothing to me. I push it back up.
niggas, man.
And he pull it down. I'm like, bro, leave the bass low. He said, if you push the bass up this far, the needle is not gonna stay in the groove of the record. I remember him saying that stupid ass shit. I said, nigga, we ain't stolen no records. These cassettes. Turn this shit up. Fuck the record shit. And I pushed it up. That bass is legendary.
Listen,
To this day, you play.
all promoters,
That's crazy.
all promoters, or concert
Megahertz.
owners, or studio guys, if you got a wall with 72 speakers, don't put the shit on 1 or 2 and don't be scared to crank it up.
Bass.
I do concerts where the niggas got a wall a mile long of speakers, and I'm like, turn the mic up, turn the music up. Like, what the fuck are you trying to do? Preserve the speaker? Fuck is all these speakers doing here for? Like, they do this shit to us all the time.
It's that new shit. Old hip hop, they used to beat the sound man up.
Right there.
Old hip hop.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, put your nigga over there.
You beat your DJ up on stage, all type of shit.
Send the nigga over there to mud.
Nah, it was bad. Big Pun with engineers. The niggas was terrified. Big Pun always had guns on. So Big Pun to start the session to pull out like a Mac 11 on the shit when he's starting to rhyme. And the engineer probably some young white kid, and he's the Pun started like, yo, Papa, like, yo, B, want to hear the bass a little bit more distant. Terrified of this nigga. Like, he was, I've seen some. How are you with the engineers, Kiss? Are you a good guy with the engineers? Maybe not.
Do they make you
How
mad?
is he with the engineer?
Do they make you mad?
Do you curse out the
50-50.
engineer?
I got my own engineer. But I seen the shit I seen Puff tell engineers. It made me have a whole different heart for engineers. I seen niggas tell engineers. Not even just Puff. Bullshit, man. X, all kind of engineers that can get under your skin. They
could.
Yeah.
They got their own opinion. You just like, yo, do what I said. Like that time we talking about Tupac. I heard Tupac was like, yo, just record what I do, nigga. Like, ain't nobody asked you. Like, yeah. He's like, don't
Just record it. Don't fucking give me your...
none of your fucking business, nigga. Just record it. I watch rappers treat engineers like when you go to Chinese restaurant. I want more fucking hot sauce on my chicken wing. More ketchup, nigga. Like,
I remember a Tupac session, but I don't know what happened. I don't know. Is the engineer had a black eye, and he was very nervous, and they was fucking like somebody set a glass of Hennessy on the fucking SSL. The SSL $1 million board.
Yeah.
And the engineer, he wanted him to get the Hennessy off the thing. You already got a black eye, bro. like just leave the Hennessy.
This guy don't learn.
Leave it alone, man.
Some guys don't learn, man.
Leave it alone. I don't know how you got the black eye. I do know in Oakland, I don't know the whole story. I just know what happened the night I was there. It was a session, and the engineer was making the artist and whoever was in the room upset. And the nigga just said, the nigga in the back room said, you remember what happened to Trevor? The motherfucker started shaking. I don't know what happened to Trevor. I think Trevor like,
Damn, this is like one of them BET After Dark movies. This shit sound like one of these BET After Dark movies.
hey, the session ended. The owner of the studio came in and said, I don't know, you guys did something to my engineer. We have to get closing this over. I don't have another engineer. Something happened to Trevor.
We gotta close out, but let me tell you, I got a funny one for you. Scott Storch is doing Hulk Hogan's daughter's whole album.
Homie Scott. Brooke,
Storch produced the whole album. And one day, his engineer's up in the Hit Factory. He talking about wrestling is fake, this and that. And the man Hulk Hogan was in there. He took that nigga and body slammed that nigga on the SSL. Thank God the guy ain't suing. We ain't see it on the news. But Hogan said, you fucking jabroni, body slammed that nigga on it. Cause it's disrespect.
Yeah.
You know Hulk Hogan here, and the thing you want to talk about is wrestling is fake. That nigga body slammed that nigga, broke his back on the board like, whoa, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, he ain't call the cops. He ain't sue, he took, but your engineers, man, we love you guys, man.
They winning now, though. They winning now, though.
Keep mixing. This ain't that.
that ain't this.
It's crack and kiss.
Make some noise for Too Short, you heard?
Too short, man. And as you know, age ain't nothing but a number. Age ain't nothing but a number, man. Too Short say he's still pimping, still putting out good work. Shout out to him. 60 years old, still putting out an album. He said he made that song, Blow the Whistle. So he said he made that at 40. Yeah, so that 20 years ago, that's a long time. Shout out to Too Short, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Late night.